about 20 till 7 in the morning, and we're getting started slowly here. It started raining at 4:30, and I needed extra sleep after getting in late last night. So we've got just under 7 miles to go today to Grafton Notch, and hopefully they'll have a room open at the knoll. I'm going to try to call them as soon as I have reception. I'm going to count a mile an hour and no faster on any kind of time estimate, so should take us about 7 hours to do that, climbing Mahoosuc Arm, and then coming down, and then climbing Old Speck and coming down. So there's some significant climbing today. But even if I started at 8, that would get me there at 3, and they have a standard arrival shuttle at 4. So it'll be a wet day and pack up a wet tent, but that's the way it goes on the Appalachian Trail. Hopefully we can get some better footing and less boulder scrambling than we had last night in the dark. The rain finally stopped a little after 7, and so that's good. And now we got to climb Mahoosuc Arm. This is just the preliminary. It's a giant granite rock sheet. Now, I'm glad I didn't have to go through the notch in the rain, but it could be real interesting trying to go up the arm in the rain if it's slick. Because if you start slipping, I don't know what's going to stop you. So we'll have to be careful. Okay guys, that's the trail. It's about as straight up as you can get. Okay, well, Penobscot and I celebrated conquering the arm. We're up at the top, and I called Christy because I didn't have reception last night, and we were glad to talk to each other after the challenging experience through the notch. So I think I got just under 6 miles to go to Grafton Notch. You got to go down this mountain, then up and over Old Speck, but I did call the knoll, and I got a reservation for 2 nights there so I can take a 0 and kind of heal up. All right, it was a bunch of sheetrock like this. It was very vertical and very challenging, so glad to be done with it. Now we'll head down. Cold and foggy and in the clouds. So somewhere out in there is Speck Pond. We're not much for scenery today. Okay, we are climbing Old Speck now. Grouse in the trail. What you gonna do, grouse? You are really unconcerned. You know, wow. Okay, now at least you're walking. You go off into the woods now. Making our way up the rock face to the top of Old Speck. Yee! Just when you think you're doing well, you see this ahead of you. Right, 3.5 to Grafton Notch. And here's your view from Old Speck. about 1 o'clock. I stopped and had some lunch, and because there's no phone reception down at the road, you kind of got to tell them what shuttle you want to be on to get to the hostel. And they have a 8 a.m. at 12 noon and a 4 p.m. So I'm going to be waiting down there for a while, I guess, but that's okay. I can eat some stuff, I can relax a little bit, that'll be good. And we've reached Grafton Notch. That means we've got to wait an hour and a half for the 4 o'clock shuttle. So we'll do that. We'll rest, drink some water, eat some food, and then get into town for a day off trail. Really, really, really need it. Took one little fall coming down the mountain there and scratched up my thigh pretty good, but such is the way. And you can kind of see where the notch took a toll on my shins. They're pretty banged up from the granite. And this is from the fall I just took. So it goes. But the mountain's beautiful. And of course, it's raining. So this place is posh. We're in their house, we get the use of their living room. This will be a great place to zero. Okay, showered, getting ready to do laundry, family style dinner being prepared now. Lovely bunk. This is great. This is just what I need after the trying experiences of the last couple days. So it's 5:30 and the Serenity Shuttle has landed at the Knoll Hostel out of Grafton Notch. We're actually in Bethel, but Grafton Notch on the trail is mile 1930 for a 6.8 mile day. And I had to wait on the shuttle a little bit, and it rained on us a little bit there, but I did get to go up over some peaks, and even though I think we only got one view through the clouds, but got to see a lot of interesting terrain, got to climb some rock faces, got to traverse some bogs. All in all, another half day or so, actually full day full of adventure. So thanks for hiking with me, and remember, we're doing the impossible. That makes us mighty.